Good morning, Surrey Spray. I'm just having nothing but
Good morning.
problems after problem after problem. Here I'm going to give a big announcement and on something coming up, and I'm having nothing but problems with it. And I'm still trying to get set up here, and this is probably about my third try this morning, and yeah, the first time I was upside down and I couldn't get it to go right, and I had to turn it off, and then the next one said I was having internet problems, so I had to turn everything off and restart it, and here we are. So I'm gonna wait until I get quite a few people in here before I even go and announce anything, so because I'm sure I will have to repeat myself over and over and over. So but it's very cold outside, and I think it's like 2 degrees Celsius. I mean 2 degrees Fahrenheit, and yeah, it's crazy. My hands are so dry from work that I gotta put some lotion on my hands. But we got some people lurking, because it tells me there's 3 people. Well, one tells me 3, one tells me 4, so I know Debbie's probably lurking, so she could say hi. Well, good morning, Mambo. But I do have a big announcement, and I hope what's going to happen does a lot better than what's going on now. So it all has to do with channel situations and all that stuff. So everything is still in the works. So yeah, I'm glad you are, because I'm actually excited about it. And yeah, I lost 2 people, so that's weird. A lot of people that I do follow, they are either live right now or they're doing a premiere, and I don't know if I ever will do a premiere, so hopefully she's lurking. She said she was going to. She hasn't gone to bed yet, so hopefully she has not fallen asleep. And I got her some Sleepy Time tea, actually it's extra strength, and that stuff will put you to sleep if you drink that. I've had it before, and it wasn't too long after I had some of that, I was out. So it does what it says. It is a Sleepy Time tea, and if you're having trouble sleeping, just drink some of that, and you will go to sleep. It will put you out. And of course, it's all natural, and yeah, I know she wanted to be on the stream anyway. So yeah, so yeah, if you're having trouble sleeping or going to sleep, just get you some Sleepy Time tea, and it will put you out. So so Debbie, if you are in the group, please say hi. I'm probably going to have to take it off my tablet to show what's going on. So I just have it on I have this on my tablet, because sometimes it's easier to read the comments on my tablet, because I have the dark mode on, and this is not dark mode. I guess if I went like this, then I could kind of see it, because the words are in white, and then you got that light background back here, and then I can't see them unless they're over my shirt. So Yeah, just a little bit of technical difficulties, but that's part of my channel, so or it seems like it's part of my channel. I was kind of debating on where to go to do this live stream, so I just came in the bedroom because it's quiet in here, and I was gonna maybe do it in the kitchen, and there's just too noisy down there with the furnace and whatever else, and then I was gonna do it in the living room, and I don't know. I decided to come in here, so you can see my closet doors back there. But I'm gonna take myself here off of my tablet, and get this picture up here. I'll wait until this says 10 minutes and then I'll start talking about my big announcement, because I'm hoping more people show up. I see some of them are in Discord chatting away, and I got this morning there was like 133 things on the line group, and I was like, wow, either I'm behind or you guys are really chatting away. Yeah, but you can't time me out. Oh, shoot. I guess I could wear my watch. You know, I got these watches for Christmas for me and Debbie, and we charged them up Christmas Day, and it didn't really take long to charge it up. And here it is, January. It's almost a month later. Let me get, and I think I'm down to about a half a battery. So yeah, this has been a hell of a watch that I bought. So I said, well, I'm going to wait until it gets really low, or if not, run out of battery life before I charge it up, because, man, that's pretty good that I don't have to keep charging the thing that has been charged, pretty good charge for a month, almost a month so far. So I got 2 more days to have 1 month, and it's hard to believe it's been almost 1 month since Christmas. These are, what were these things called? I forgot what they're called. I don't think I have the paperwork over here on these watches. I bought them at Aldi. They were only about $40. And yeah, I don't think I had the paperwork over here. So yeah, it was pretty good. Where are we at here? Almost time. So 4 people in the chat, and yeah, but sometimes those scripts, they can be addictive and all that stuff, taking that stuff. And the Sleepy Time tea is non-addictive, and I think it's caffeine free. Of course, it'd have to be caffeine free, or you won't go to sleep. And all natural. So yeah, you try that Sleepy Time tea, and you're going to go to sleep. If she doesn't go to sleep, then maybe she needs to go to the doctor and find out. Okay. So my big announcement is, in a past video I talked about what is my channel all about. And because most people, their channel is about one thing, and they do that one thing for their channel, and you know, some of them are pretty successful at it and some of them aren't. And my channel originally was supposed to be for me to go to concerts and film the concerts and put them on my channel, but of course now with copyright and that world whining and crying that, oh, you're causing us not to make money, which really I'm not. I mean, you're still making millions of dollars off of your sales and whatever, so, you know, cry some more, boo-hoo. So then I said, screw that, and I was going to film different bike trails. And so get on my bike and do different bike trails, do all the ones here in this town, and then travel to another town and film those bike trails. But of course, with anything in my life, everything breaks down and it takes a lot of money to keep it going, so I said screw that. And so I just kind of started doing a little hodgepodge here and there of trying to make a video, because actually what I wanted to do in my life was to be a filmmaker and maybe do a little bit of animation in there. Some stop motion animation is what I wanted to do, but I still may do that, and that's going to take a lot of clicking. Good morning, Lynn. And so my original channel that I'm using is basically a hodgepodge things. I wasn't originally going to do a mess load of live streams, and I did a couple of them, and then I kind of stopped, and I thought, you know, that is kind of fun doing a live stream. So I just kept it going. And of course my live streams were actually really early in the morning when I started. So they were at, I think, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, because my fan base was basically Philippines. So I was trying to appeal to them on my live stream. Well, it got to be too much on me, so I moved it to 6 o'clock in the morning my time. But the people here in my country still weren't watching because it was still really early for them. So, you know, if it's 6 o'clock here, it's 4 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. So then I just moved it to 10:30 in the morning here, and was hoping that that was a better time. But after kind of thinking about what I want to do with this channel, and I thought, you know what, I really like this one item, and making my last video is what kind of got me to do another channel, which I hope pans out better than this one. And I did kind of try to look this channel up, because I did publish it, but the thing is there's no videos on there, and I have no Morning the J-Vlog. There's no subscribers and there's no videos on there. So even though I typed it up, it didn't come up. So maybe once I start adding videos, it will come up. So this is, and I hope you could see it when I put it up here, will be my next channel. So this is my next channel, Coffee in Review. That there is the thumbnail. And so my first video will actually be a video that I posted it on this channel. I got another video that I got to do today, and this channel is basically about anything that has to do with coffee. So it will be reviews on coffee beers, it will be reviews on the coffees like Drew drinks out of the machines that we could buy on the store shelf. But yeah, basically anything that has to do with coffee. And I actually started going through YouTube and checking to see what people are doing on coffee. There's a lot of things out there on coffee, and my next video, 4 other people did a video on that thing. Yeah, maybe even coffee cake. So maybe I'll even do a video on making coffee cake. So yeah, so this is basically, this channel will be one thing, focused on one thing, and that is coffee. Coffee of any kind. So that could be coffee food, coffee drinks, coffee makers, or, you know, whatever it is, coffee. So yeah, so great coffee everywhere. So it was taking me a long time to figure out what the name of this channel was going to be, because actually I was going to use coffee time, and then I thought no, because on the back of one of Drew's coffee cups he has coffee time on there, so I didn't want to do that. And then I thought about using coffee talk, and but that's already been done, and it was like a Saturday Night Live skit, coffee time or coffee talk. And that was a pretty funny skit. So I'm sure you've all seen that if you watch Saturday Night Live with, oh, I can't think of his name, that did Coffee Talk. But there's also people who have a channel called Coffee Talk, and there's this one channel called Coffee something, I can't remember. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So, but I'm still working on my intro for that, and then I got a video to do, and then soon, hopefully by tomorrow, I will have this thing up and running. And if you can't find it, then I will put a link out there somehow, maybe on Instagram or something, if it does that. And so hopefully once I start putting videos on there, then people can start subscribing, because right now there's no videos on that channel, because the channel I'm using was actually my Ninja channel. So I was coming into Drew's channel with Coffee Zombie and Coffee whatever it was, and so that's actually the channel I'm using. And so I just changed it to that Coffee in Review. And so yeah, I'm still working on a intro, and so yeah. And you know, you never know, you might see Debbie in this one as well. And yeah, that's very nice. Coffee and Me by John McKee. So I got Debbie a new meter for her diabetes, and she likes it, but she hates it because it gets monitored through the internet, and she can go to their website, and when she goes to the doctor, she can go to her website and show the doctor all her readings, because it's all put on her thing on this website, and she thinks that they're spying on her, but they're not spying on her. And so yeah, it's all free through my insurance, and that's why I did it, because my insurance paid for the machine. They will pay for the strips, and they will pay for whatever it is that has to do with that thing, and I don't have to pay a dime anymore, because those strips are expensive. Because it's like, I think it's $30-some for 25 strips or something like that. I can't remember how much I was paying, but yeah, it's very expensive. So, and so yay for my insurance to pay for all that. And but yeah, Coffee in Review. That's my new channel, and you notice that the coffee cup was orange. And get back on my channel here, so because it's easier for me to read all these things on here than it is. I'll go back and see what people were saying, because I wasn't reading nothing. Yeah, I know you haven't been online lately because you're wanting to spend time with your family and all that, and we all understood that. It gets too much to spend your life on the internet, and you're ignoring your family, and I've been there. And yeah, that tea that she got this time is an extra strength or something like that, so it's a little different than what we have in the cabinet. And Yeah, there was a lot of coffee that I seen people doing reviews on that I've never heard of before. So, and it's sad that this country's not a vending machine country. I mean, there may be in big cities, but here we're not a vending machine. Um, wow, this thing's behind. I'm gonna have to refresh it. I'm showing my watch. I'm watching this replay, and it's on the watch part, so I had to get it out of there, and I think I'm caught up now. But the last time I took sleepy time tea, boy, it knocked me out. I didn't think it was going to, so that really grinds my beans. Yeah, right? Yeah, there's always a time, you can always spend a lot of time with your family, and then there's time that you just got to have alone time. So even if it's just an hour or whatever of alone time away from people, because people just get on your nerves after a while, and so you just got to get away from them and just spend some time away, and sometimes watching YouTube or Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever alone is always a good way to kind of de-stress yourself, as long as you're not watching something stressful. I don't watch the news anymore. I don't watch anything politics anymore. I just are staying away from that, because you start talking about that stuff with me and my blood starts boiling, and yeah. So I basically just stay away from it. But I enjoy all the wrestling, or the sumo wrestling on J-Vlog's thing, and yeah, that last one, that was incredible. I'm glad that they did a lot of kind of a redo on those matches, and so we'll see how far behind I am on this. We'll see how far. Yeah, see, I'm about 5 seconds lag on there, so. Should die the unicorn, yeah. Yeah, in fact, I don't even have my coffee with me this morning, so that kind of sucks. See how I am? But see, the thing is I'm drinking that Death Wish coffee. In fact, my cup comes today. It finally made it back to Decatur, so I'm happy about that. So my coffee cup is coming from the East Coast. That's where they're from. I think they're from New York or something like that. So I'm gonna have to get out of here and show you what I was talking about. Okay, where we are here. So this is crazy. So I have the app shop. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the app shop. So a lot of these places that you order stuff from, they go through, when you're tracking them, they go through a thing called shop. So there's my orders right there. So I'll click on this one here. Yeah, okay. So right there, here, let me back this up a little bit. So there's where it started, right there. Clear over on the East Coast. Let's see if I can pan this down a little bit. So it started on the East Coast, and it drove clear over here to Missouri. It went over to Missouri. And then it went up to Decatur, left Decatur, went clear up here to Hayworth, went back down to St. Louis again, and then back up to Decatur. So yeah, I'm gonna finally get it today, and then I ordered something for her that she wanted from a company called Hekuff, Hekuff, and they're out of China, and she wanted this really cool purple. Let's see what the hell they call it. It's a waterproof, large capacity handbag, cross-body bag. And it was coming from China, of course, because everything sold on Instagram comes from China. So it sat in China for a little while because you know of the current situation, and anything coming from one country to another, it's going to sit for a while, which I knew that was going to happen. So it finally gets to the United States, and it sat in Melrose Park, Illinois for almost 2 weeks. And why it just sat there, I have no idea. And now it is. I've been contacting these people and say, hey, either do something about these deliveries or give me my money back. Well, some of these companies, like actually these Chinese companies, they don't want to give you your money back. So they apparently must have got a hold of this delivery company, and now this bag is in Decatur. So she'll get her thing today. I'll get my stuff today, and so yeah, it's crazy. And then I got one more thing that I ordered off of Instagram, and this was also to help my channel out, but it's something that's going to go inside my truck to help my channel out. So I've been contacting them and telling them, listen, this tracking number you gave me is doing nothing, so you either need to fix that tracking number or you need to reimburse my money. Well, they gave me another one, and I haven't really looked at it too much, and but the other thing that we're waiting on is I ordered a book for her from United Kingdom, and they claim it's supposed to be here February 18th. So, and that's another place that I know it's probably going to take a while because of the current situation, explosion in the United Kingdom, and so yeah. Okay, come on, you. Do what you're supposed to do. All right. Kicking Horse Coffee. Never heard of it. And I don't even know if anybody's even did a review on Kicking Horse Coffee. But see, here's the thing about the coffee, and I'm gonna have to do it for the reviews, is I like my coffee black. And when I very first started drinking coffee when I was a kid, I'd steal my mom's coffee cup and drink out of her cup, and of course she always put milk and sugar in it, and by the time I grabbed her cup, it was cold, so I was drinking cold coffee all the time. I actually do both, ground and whole beans. I do have a grinder, and in fact I have a bag of Starbucks espresso beans is what I used when I did that donut challenge, and I don't think I put enough coffee in the maker because it was really weak. So so yeah, I do both, grounds and bean. But I don't drink coffee with anything in it, and I like mine black because I like the taste of coffee, not dressing up coffee to drown the bitterness and all that stuff, so to make it sweet. Okay. You don't have to, but all right. Anyway, yeah, actually, if you go to that Elfster, you can look up my information on the Elfster thing. So, yeah, my address is still on there and stuff like that. So, I'm just wondering if Drew's going to do that again. That was kind of fun doing that Elfster thing. So, I've had the world's strongest coffee, and it was okay. It is very high caffeine, and I did kind of zoom around a little bit and all that stuff, but yeah, there's going to be beer reviews in there too, not just... Actually, the next thing I do is a kind of a beer review, but it's not beer. And I'll explain that in the video. It's a beer review, but it's not beer. I still got to make my thumbnail for that too, so... I was actually supposed to work today, and thank God I didn't have to, because they shut down one half of the building because they were having machine problems, and I had to put a ballast in a light because it wasn't where I changed the bulbs the following Saturday. It didn't come on, so basically if all your bulbs aren't coming on, it's the ballast. So yesterday I changed the ballast in it, and it worked, and then I was supposed to go into the one of the formulation rooms over there and reinstall a bracket to a pipeline, and luckily one of the other maintenance guys, they couldn't wait on me apparently, so one of the other maintenance guys went in there and started working on it, and thank God that he was doing it, because the wall is like, this is how wide that wall really is in there, so it's really a really thick wall, and he didn't know that, and he was trying to drill through there, and I don't know if he hit a really thick metal 2x4 or what it was, but he said he couldn't do it. So, well, good morning, Joshua Lee. I can't talk this morning. And so, yeah. So luckily I didn't have to do that, because that was actually the two things that I needed to do today. And then I had an uncle who passed away, and today's his funeral, but we weren't going to go due to the COVID situation, and I was supposed to work. And it's way out of town, down a little south of us, so yeah. No, I get a lot of saliva in my mouth, and I can't talk right, so. Well, thank you, Mambo. I need to start reading the chat while I'm talking, and I'm not doing it. So, because I told you I get the yakking away, and I'm not paying attention to what people are saying. And well, I hope your new place is going well for you, and I wish you all kinds of luck on that. So, because I know you said something about you moved away from your father's place, and all that stuff, so. But yeah, coffee in review. I know J-Vlog's in there trying to come up with different names, but it took me a long time to finally come up with that, because I did try to come up with all different kinds of names for this channel, and so yeah, I finally come up with coffee in review, and we have a newspaper company in town, which they don't even make the paper here anymore. They make it in Bloomington. So our newspaper here is called Herald and Review. And when I started saying coffee in review, it reminds me of that. So, and but mine's in and not and. So yeah, that channel is going to be coming up here very, very soon, and hopefully I can get it started up tomorrow, because like I said, I got that video to do, and then of course I got to go out and purchase all these other already made coffees in a bottle and all that stuff and review those. And there's a lot of people doing reviews on all that stuff. And yeah, like I said, I went on YouTube, and when I punched in coffee in review, of course my channel didn't come up, even though I did push publish. And I don't know how long it takes YouTube to finally get people's channels set up, but maybe, like I said, maybe I need to add the videos, and people need to start subscribing before it actually pops up when you type in that name. So so I started looking over all these videos that people were doing on coffee, and there's this one guy, he does a lot of product reviews, and there's this one where people had made a coffee press, and it's only about this big around and about that thick, and you unscrew it, you pull this thing out, and it looks like a coffee filter, and I think it's made out of silicone and plastic and all that. So anyway, it's got the very bottom, there's two lines. So on the bottom line, you fill your coffee up to that amount, and then you take very hot water from your tea kettle and you pour it in there until you hit the other line, and then you screw the cap back on, you wait a little while, let it steep, and then you have your coffee cup or whatever you drink your coffee out of sitting there, and then you take this thing and you turn it upside down real quick over the cup or whatever item you're using, and then you press it down. It's a hand, like a little palm press, so you're pressing that coffee out of there, and there you go. I mean, you could take it anywhere you want, and of course, then you clean out your coffee grounds. I think it's got stainless steel in there and plastic and whatever, so wow. Yeah, right. That's just crazy that, people do that, and but like I said, the channel that I'm using was basically my Ninja channel. It was just like a follow channel. Just come in and give people a thumbs up, and go on live streams and help your channel out. But if I would have just started a third thing, I would have had to get another Gmail account and start everything all over again. So I thought, well, I'll just use this Ninja account. I'll get it going using this coffee in review, and so yeah. I'd have to get on my computer during this live stream and switch my account over. Actually, get different screens on there, and then put up a link to that. And of course, I didn't think about it till now. Stupid me. But yeah, but tomorrow I will have this thing hopefully fully going, and but I am still going to be adding stuff to this channel. This channel will be for my hodgepodge stuff of Debbie stuff. And matter of fact, I'm going to stop this. I finally found an app to bend my letters. So when I did that, I made Debbie's logo the way I want it made. So here is Debbie's. If I can get it in the light out of the, there we go. Cooking, that's crazy. Cooking with Debbie. So I finally got the lettering bent, and so yeah. So now that I did that, and I get my logo on this one set proper, I'm going to try and start up my store, because I know one or maybe more would like to have a apron, and her logo is going to go on the apron. Oh, I'm kicking my table here. So yeah, I finally found an app, because I just Googled, is there an app to where I can bend my letters? And so there's an app called Phonto, Phonto, that I can get on my phone and my tablet, and it bends your letters around whatever you want to do. And it actually can even do it in 3D, which I haven't checked it out in 3D. So yeah, that's really cool. So I finally got hers set right the way I want it done. And so now I got to work on mine. And so yeah. And I think there's a video out there where even some YouTubers are starting their own coffee. So do you really? But yeah, I'm excited about this and happy and all that stuff, and I will get it up and running here very soon. Yeah, so, and another thing I got to do is I got to get me a new phone, because I'm almost out of space on my phone, and it just popped up insufficient space. This video may not be saved. Well, it will be saved on YouTube. It won't be saved on my phone. So nothing gets saved on my phone. Actually, one video got saved on my phone on my last live stream, and I was kind of pissed off because I wanted all 3 of those so I could smash them together. And then I made that quick little video where I sped everything up about 8 times, and I wanted it to go a little further. And yeah, I can't. In order for me to download any of my videos or anybody else's videos, of course, I got to pay that $15 a month through YouTube to download. So I'm still debating on whether or not I'm doing that. So, but because of only 32 gig on this phone, it's about filled up. So, and of course, if I spend $9 and something a month, I can get that 2 terabytes through Apple and put everything on there and just kind of delete it off my phone. So, well, good morning, Nancy. It kept telling me to do that, and because when I was trying to put in the other email account that I had come up with, and then of course with the new Google security thing, it pops up for my old account, and I had to do this and that, and everything got screwed up. And I finally got it going right, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. So Nancy, if you weren't listening, I'm starting a new channel. It's called Coffee in Review, and hopefully it will be fully going tomorrow. So I got a new video I got to do today, and yeah, I got to go to the store today. So maybe I'll buy some more coffee, different coffees. I do got to get my regular coffee that I drink every morning, because right now I've been drinking that Death Wish coffee, and I have a reusable pod that I put it in, and then I gotta hit that stuff out in the garbage and wash it out and make a new one, and yeah. And I'll tell you what, I want to try that Black Rifle coffee. I got to get a hold of them and order some of that coffee, because I really want to try that coffee, because I know it also benefits the veterans. No, it doesn't. Here, I'll tell you what. I'm going to head downstairs. Actually, I'll just leave you guys up here for a moment, because I got my phone plugged in to keep it charged. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So, here is the Death Wish coffee right here. And this was given to me from my Elfster, Leonie. And I don't know why they think it's high caffeine, because it's not. And if it is, it's nothing to me. So, yeah, they got a thing on the back telling you, warning, world's strongest coffee. Well, it's not. Because I've even tried world's strongest coffee, and musical interlude. I like that. Yeah, and the other thing I got to do for my computer that I just got is I got to get an external hard drive. So, because I can't remember what it had in it, but my computer is already running really, really slow. So I have to get that external hard drive, which I'll probably get, I don't know how many terabytes. Take everything that I put on that computer, switch it over to that hard drive, delete it off the computer, and then just run off that hard drive. So yeah, I gotta sit there and wait forever for it to load, and that's not what I wanted. So yeah, I probably do have a built-in tolerance to coffee. So, but I didn't really care for the taste of the world's strongest coffee, and this stuff tastes okay. It's not as good as my Aldi coffee that I get, and but you never know, I may do a review on that coffee from Aldi as well. She has to have the decafs because she can't take all that caffeine, so she gets decaf. A lot of people said decaf's not coffee, but you know, to each his own. I actually drink decaf at work because we have a company here in town called Marquee, and that's where my job gets their coffee from. And I really don't care for their coffee, and their decaf actually tastes better than their regular coffee, so I just drink decaf at work all day. Yeah, it probably would. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool logo. As a matter of fact, their coffee cups that you order off of them are all handmade, and I don't know if they do it or they just go through a company, and they have a person who designs these coffee cups, and they're all limited edition. So the one I ordered came back for us a limited time, and each one has like a medallion on it. And so yeah, they actually gave me my money back, which I appreciate, and told me to keep the cup if it shows up. And I bought her a iPad case, which actually was supposed to have a strap to go, so you can just hold it like this. Well, they sent me the wrong one. It did not show up at the time it said it was supposed to show up, because she was supposed to get it for Christmas. She ended up getting it after Christmas, and so they sent me my money back because it didn't show up at the time they said, and then told me to keep it, but they sent the wrong one. And so yeah, what are you gonna do? All I've had is nothing but problems with these companies sending the wrong stuff, or not getting it, or getting it later than they said. And yeah, and actually my computer came 3 days earlier than what they said I was supposed to get it, so I was really surprised on that. Yeah. They might as well say, go ahead and circle Decatur for weeks before I get it. So it must have had. So, I mean, everybody's complaining about every delivery service out there. So Death Wish Coffee, of course, along with Teespring, goes through DHL. And I think a lot of people has been getting a hold of Death Wish Coffee and telling them, listen, I haven't got my stuff. It's taken forever. So now they're in renegotiations with another company, and so yeah, they're not going to be going through DHL anymore, but they didn't tell me who they're negotiation with. So, I mean, they should have just mailed it through United States Postal Service. I probably could have got it. So, but it's dumb to go through DHL because if you deliver through them, you think you're going to get it through them. Well, DHL ends up sending it to United States Postal Service, and then they deliver it. It's like, quit handing things off. Just deliver it. You're the delivery service. Oh, it feels like something crawling in my eye. I used to be a Steelers fan a long time ago. Actually, I kind of been a fan of different teams throughout my life. So, it started out being I started out being a Dolphins fan, and when I was a little bitty kid, because ooh, cute little Dolphins, and that was short-lived as I was getting older, and I ended up becoming a Pittsburgh Steelers fan for a while, and of course growing up, I didn't know a lot about football and this and that. So it went from the Steelers to the Bears because living in Illinois, and you might as well root on your state's team. So I was a Bears fan for a little while. So then I left them and became a Giants fan. And then when, of course, everything started happening with politics and sports, I said, you know what? I'm not going to follow these overpaid big babies and just get over what's going. Just do your job, get paid your millions of dollars, and shut your mouth. And so I said, screw it. I'm not watching football anymore. I'm not going to watch these overpaid big babies. And so, yeah, I just said, screw football. And if baseball gets the same way, I'll do the same thing with them too. It's like, you know what? Just play your game, get your $1 million, and shut your mouth. Wow. Yeah, I don't. They want to keep saying COVID, COVID, COVID. It's because of COVID. Maybe this much of it could be that, but I think a big part of it is just laziness. It's just they don't care. They know people aren't going to do anything, and so they'll just do what they want. It's going to take a class action suit to all these delivery services to get this to stop. So, it used to not be like this until COVID came around. Now all of a sudden, why does your delivery service got to be so damn slow? So don't sit there and blame a pandemic on it. Yeah, I don't really watch much sports anymore. I've never really been that much of a sports person. I think when you start off in grade school and you're taught sports, depending on what size you are at that point growing up, is what people do in picking you in that thing. So, I was a small guy in school, so they thought, well, this guy can't do anything. So children kind of ruin it for other children on sports. So, yeah, kind of sucks. All right, good night, J-Vlog. Take care. 2 a.m. Wow. I would have been asleep 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's just crazy about, this world has gone even crazier with COVID and greed and Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah, sports have become too political, so I just got away from it. Thank God sumo wrestling is not political, so I've really gotten into that sumo wrestling. I'm glad J-Vlog puts that up there, and yeah, I really enjoy that. So I'd rather watch two big fat guys wrestle each other than all these other sports. So, but I do enjoy watching soccer and rugby and stuff like that. So, and the Tour de France, and of course the last Tour de France I didn't watch it, and they always keep coming on when I'm at work and I don't record it. And I always tell everybody I'm in the wrong business. If you're making that much money, I'm in the wrong business. It's like stainless steel is very, very expensive, and my job just buys the crap out of stainless steel because we have, for what we do, we have to have everything stainless steel. So they pay an outrageous price for stainless steel. I just tell people I'm in the wrong business. And every once in a while we have painters come in from another company and they help me out on painting stuff and repairing walls, and especially when we have shutdowns. So we have those people come in to do all the painting and patching and all that because there's so much of it, and me by myself I can't do it in 2 weeks or whatever the shutdown is by myself. So they have a team of people come in from another company, and they take care of all that and frees me up for all the other stuff. Wow. $50,000 a year to pass out water and bench warming baseball. Wow. Well, that's a lot of money just to do that. That's actually more than I make, so I'm close to that, but not quite. So I hope my next channel, everybody's will like it and be intrigued and all that stuff, and yeah. Yeah, off seasons you're going to have to look for another job. So, but yeah, this next channel's I hope is going to be fun, and there'll be probably a lot of videos coming up. So this channel, I got to come up with some recipes for Debbie and I to make and film, and something that is easy to make, and you know, I'm going to look to see how many people's reviewed their stuff, and hopefully there's nobody or very little, so that way I get this channel up and running great, and then maybe I can get a sponsor or have somebody contact these businesses, and maybe they can send their stuff to me so I can review it. So I imagine you probably could get it on Amazon. If not, you just have to go to their website and order straight from them. But the funny thing is, sometimes I get things faster on Amazon or directly through eBay than I do going on like Instagram and ordering something and waiting 2 months. I probably should store this stuff in the refrigerator, but I don't. And yeah, they tell you to put it in a cool, dry place or store upright in an upright container. So, but when I was looking at all those videos, people were doing different coffee makers. There's actually a coffee maker out there. I'm sure it's really expensive that I saw a video on, and this thing is, of course, internet ran. You can hook it up to your Alexa, which I don't have Alexa, and tell Alexa to make a cup of coffee for you. But you pour beans on the top, and I'm sure there's probably a reservoir that you got to keep filled up. And but there are buttons on there. If you don't want to run it through the internet, you push the button, and it grinds the beans. And after it grinds it, it drops it to an area, of course, and it circles it and keeps it moving while the water's going through, so you get the full body taste of that coffee. And I thought that was pretty cool, but I'm sure it's probably really expensive. It's probably about a $200 coffee maker. So but there's people doing reviews on coffee machines and, of course, the coffee. And yeah, it would be really nice if I could go to an actual coffee shop here in town and film there and review their coffee right there in front of them and all that stuff. So yeah, ain't that the truth? So yeah, coffee and review coming up soon. So that's my new channel, and I hope everybody enjoys that. And then of course we'll do the Cooking with Debbie on here, and then whatever hodgepodge crap that I come up with, and my live streams and all that stuff. So they probably do. Everybody keeps calling these other countries third world countries, but I think United States is more of a third world country today than compared to Thailand and everybody else, because it just seems like they have better stuff over there than we do. So they keep calling the United States land of plenty, but I don't think we are. When I watch people that are sitting in or living in Thailand and all that, and all the food that that country makes and sells, and you're not going to go hungry over there. And if you're homeless and all that stuff, they make sure all them homeless people have food. And so yeah, it's just, this country can care less. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, Cuisinart's expensive because through my job we have a reward program, and when I hit 5 years there, I finally got to pick something. So I was going through the little catalog, and I got a food processor, and it's Cuisinart, and yeah, I'm sure that thing was probably pretty expensive. I've only used it twice since I've gotten it, and I wasn't sure what to get, and we'd never had a food processor before, and I said, well, I'll just get that. I'm sure that was probably $200 and some odd for that Cuisinart. So The thing is about this Death Wish coffee is that they really don't give you a lot of information on their bag. It is a dark roast and bold flavor, because I like my coffee dark roast and bold. And it says this unique roast has been formulated for a smooth, never bitter taste with subtle notes of cherry and chocolate. But in my opinion, I don't taste any cherry or chocolate in it, so I don't know where they get that from. It is smooth. There is a hint of bitterness to it. They don't tell you how much caffeine's in it. It just says highly caffeinated. There's actually a coffee out there, and you're going to find this gross. And I don't remember the name of it. I'm sure some of you probably heard of it. And these monkeys eat these coffee beans, and then when they poop them out, well, then they go through all the poop and they get the coffee bean out of there, and they sell it, and it's supposed to be really, really, really good. And yeah, they poop out the coffee bean. So I'd actually try that. I heard it is really, really good. So I wouldn't know if they sell it off to other countries or what they do, but yeah, I heard that's really, really good coffee, and it's kind of a weird process of using a monkey to process your beans. So and you know, I got that coffee from Canada. The name of it escapes my brain, and that everybody raves over, but I really didn't care for it that much. I didn't think it was all that great, so I drank it all, and but yeah, it was all right. That'd be cool. I mean, I'd actually drink that coffee and see what it tastes like. Of course, I'm sure they wash them off, and you're not drinking the actual poop, but uh, that is a weird process. Well, listen, guys, it's been an hour, and this has been fun, and I hope you check out this channel, and I'll let everybody know when it is up and running. And but I got a lot of things to do today. I got laundry to do. I got to go to Aldi so I can get some coffee, and my videos that I got to make, and I got to get a thumbnail made, and blah blah. So I'm gonna be a very busy person today. So I thank each and every one of you for showing up, and till next Saturday we'll do this again. So thanks for coming, guys. We'll see you later.